Hello, welcome to my channel. This is unique for me. Thank you so much, my subscribers. You guys are great. Thanks for your support. Also, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. We're begging. Please subscribe, okay? Please support this channel by subscribing. Thank you so much. I want to tell you about an incident I witnessed last week, and if you like it, please don't forget to press the like button and share with people around you. Share with anybody you don't know who you may be you're helping. And sometimes it's not until we carry weapons that we are helping people. You may be rescuing one or two people from a lifetime of sorrow, and you may be helping someone to actually sit up. Okay, I witnessed this incident last week. I had to go out. I had to go and run some errands. I had to go to the shops. I had to go to the bank, and it's still all the things I wanted to do were still within my community, and it was a walking distance. It took me about 25 minutes to and 25 minutes back. So I decided to walk, do some exercise and just do everything together. Like killing three birds with one stone. So as I was going, this incident happened near the bank. I was targeting to get to the bank like 5 minutes before they would close. So I was in quite a hurry. I was trying to get there on time, and just shortly before the bank, really in the public, I saw I just witnessed this incident. I saw this couple and their children. The man and the children seemed they looked like they were sitting down on a public bench. It was by the road, but they were there is a place where you could sit in front of our local library here, and the man was sitting down with the children, and the woman was like standing over them, like really on his own side. So I thought they were just a family. Maybe they hadn't gone out for quite a while, and they're just having some fresh air there. So, but I had this earpiece in my ear. I was listening to something on my phone, so my ears were blocked. I wasn't hearing anything. I was just seeing, and actually I was just like looking at them, admiring, and just I was almost reaching where they were. And then the next thing, just within a few seconds, I just saw the man. I saw him flipped on the floor. And I was still trying to think that, okay, did he fall down by mistake or they're messing? Actually, I was like, okay, if you guys want to do rough play now, not on this floor that you don't know who had spat on it. I was still like, there could be infections anyway, like not on the floor here. The man was on the floor. Then the woman was on him, backing me, like kneeling over him, but backing me. So it was as if she bent forward. So I was like, is she trying to suffocate him? Or what sort of rough play is this? The floor is cemented. So I was like, don't they know that this is dangerous? That the way this man went on the floor, that it could hurt his head. I was just like, no, not outside. That if you want to play this kind of play, go and play it in your house. You can play it on the rug or something. In my head, that was what I was thinking. And then I saw that the next thing, I just saw that the man was up. She was over. She stood up over away from him. Then the man was up, and then it was as if they were arguing. So I was like, are these people for real? So I removed my earphone, and I was hearing things like, why did you fall me down? Why did you push me down? And like from the man, the man was talking loud. He's African, so Africans can be a bit loud, like our voices are naturally like that. I wasn't hearing what the woman was saying. So I don't know what she was saying back to him, but he kept saying, boy, that was dangerous. And I was just like, please just shut up. In my head, I was like, shut up and take this away from the children. Why are you doing this in front of the children? Because the children were there. They were watching them. So I was just disgusted that please don't argue in front of these children. Don't do all this. So you guys were for real. You were actually fighting in front of these children. Like, this is bad. I was just like, in my head, it was just children. Like, please just get out. If you guys have decided to be like this, you can't be civil. Like, hey, okay. The next thing, I don't know what this woman said to him. I don't know, maybe she confronted him with something, but I just know that by that time I was actually almost in front of them, and she said something to him. I didn't hear, but the next thing I saw was that this man did not check the road, whether any car was coming or not. it was as if he got scared. Maybe she told him, she confronted him with something that he didn't know that she knew or something. I don't know. I'm just assuming here. Because I know she said something to him. And the next thing, I saw this fear in his face. And he just went across the road. And I was like, you know, I was like shocked. Like, how can you just go across the road? That road is normally a very busy road. But because of the isolation and, you know, the situation of things around, the road is a bit calmer. But the way he ran over was dangerous because the car was coming, but not too near him anyway. And as soon as he crossed the road, like 2 seconds later, as soon as the car that was coming past, she followed him. So at that moment, I was right at that spot where they were. So, you know, as I was like this, that what's happening? And then when she ran after him, I was just like looking at them. Exactly, this is what I was doing. I was looking at see, where are you going? And then I turned to the children, like, so I was doing this and doing the children, like, who did you leave your children for? Why are you? So as I was doing like this, one of the children immediately wanted to run across the road to the parents. But thank God that I was there. Thank God that I was there. That child that day, it will be a story today. A car was coming. This boy could have been hit by a car. If it would have been either fatal, or he would have been seriously injured. He would have suffered a life-changing injury. This boy was not looking. He saw the man run. He saw his mom run after him, and then he just wanted to run. And it took all in me. I was like, no! You know, I said, no! If another person behind me shouted no also, I couldn't look back. I closed my eyes when I said no. So the boy did not go on the road. And thank God, because it would have been another story today. Now, they went. So when I said no, and the boy also was shocked, he looked at me. So I said, please sit down. Just sit down. Go and sit with your sisters. Please sit down. So he went to sit down. And as I didn't know what to do. One of the children, not the one that tried to run across now, another one was crying. The other two were trying to, you know, pacify her, and they were just saying sorry and all that, trying to calm the other girl down. Then a woman behind me, she was coming, and then she came to get the details. She was asking the children for their names and making a call. And that was when it just dawned on me that I should have actually immediately called the police, or, you know, called the number. All the child psychology, all the child protection laws that I learned in my child psychology, everything just disappeared at that moment. I was shocked. I panicked. I didn't even know what to do. I just knew that I couldn't actually leave these children there. I knew that I couldn't go to bank. Was already, I couldn't make the bank anymore. They would have been closed. But at least I knew that I had to stay with the children. And then another person called the police, and, you know, so we were there waiting. In my head, I was thinking, okay, this woman, maybe if she ran a bit and then she will remember that she left children, she will turn back. She did not come back. The man had gone. The woman after him. They left the children. See, another one of the children at the point wanted to cross the road again. I had to say, no, you cannot. See, adults, I don't know if you guys decide to stay with a crazy person, or both of you have decided to be crazy together, because I don't know what has been happening in their house. What I saw that day was the woman, you know, hitting the man. I did not see the man raise his hand against her. On that day, I don't know, he might have been doing it in their house. I don't know anything about how they lived in their house. I just know that that day I saw her, you know, she was the one that was being physical with him. But okay, why would children? How fair is this on these children? Now I'm coming here from the point of the children. It is not fair. Adults, parents, it is not fair. I mean, 2 of the children could have been endangered. At least one of them would have been injured that day, if not that God placed me in that place at that point in time. The other one wanted to cross. it wasn't dangerous when she was crossing. She wanted to cross, but she wasn't also checking the road. I don't know whether those children don't know the rules of the road yet. Maybe they don't know how to cross the road yet, or they were too devastated to check whether a car was coming or not. But the 2 times the children wanted to cross the road, they were not looking at the road. Okay, am I blaming them? I cannot blame those children, because even as an adult, I cannot imagine my father beating my mother or my mother beating my father. I mean, so how do you expect these children to deal with that? How fair is this on the children? Especially, I've seen adults that will say they are staying in such a situation, a marriage or relationship that is violent because of the children. What I saw that day was bad. It was worse than being alone with those children. It was worse than living that situation. It would have been better for those children not to be witnessing that. It's not fair on them. They didn't ask for that. You don't do that to a child. It is wrong. Okay? Even people that will say, the Bible says, the Bible did not say that. Okay, go and read your Malachi chapter 2 very well. Verse 13 was talking about that you have covered my altar with tears. Okay, I'm talking to the Christians here. That will say God hates divorce. You have... See, I'm not advocating divorce. Divorce is not beautiful. But you see what I witnessed that day is ugly. It is not fair on the children. 1 was crying, 2 were endangered. Okay, now imagine if that first boy, the boy that wanted to cross at first, immediately after the mom ran after the man, if he had crossed, do you know what would have happened? That boy would have been hit by a car. And that boy could have either died or suffered a life-changing injury. And the other 2 girls would have witnessed that. How ugly can it be? How bad, how traumatizing can that be for those children? You know, how traumatizing for them to witness their brother being hit and killed, or being hit and maybe paralyzed for life or something. Nothing good could have come out of that. It would have been a very ugly situation. Those children, even whatever they saw that day, like what I saw, like being physical with each other in front of the children, it was traumatizing. It will be, you are giving, see, when you say you are staying with a violent spouse because of the children, you are giving them lifetime trauma. You are giving them, you are ruining them for life. Some of them will not even know that there is something called a loving home. They will not even know that there's something called a peaceful home. They won't see home as being peaceful. And some of them will grow up and thinking that kind of situation is normal, so they're looking for that. Or they're planning to go and be doing that to their spouse. So in what way have we helped those children? You'll be telling them, no, this is not right. You don't do that to your husband. Meanwhile, you are doing it to your husband. You don't do that to your wife. Children, that's not how a husband behaves to his wife. Meanwhile, you are the husband. You are beating their mother. I mean, sometimes I just think, how do you expect children to grow up in a home where the mother is like, stupid man, foolish man, and then the husband too is beating her or something? I mean, it's not fair. I don't know how people will say God supports that. God does not support that. A lot of times you say what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Sometimes it's not God that joins some people together. Even my Bible says it is better in Proverbs chapter 21 verse 9. It says it is better to dwell in the corner of a rooftop than to dwell with a contentious woman. Also tells me, Ecclesiastes chapter, anger rests in the bosom of fools. Okay? That's what the Bible says. So how can God expect me to be bound to a fool for life? If I have made a mistake and I have bound myself with a fool, must I die there? Will God hate me so much to expect me to be beaten to death by a beast? Malachi chapter 2, go and read it. Yeah? God does not hate you. He says that he hates divorce. For divorce covers your garment with violence. Are you the violent one? Please. And in Romans chapter 7 that people always talk about, and they will just see, and that's what I always say. Please, when you are quoting the Bible to you, or when you hear the Bible verse, go and read it. Read more than that verse. Read from the beginning and read towards read more than just that. Don't let them just, don't just pick one verse, okay? Go and read Romans chapter 7. Apostle Paul was talking about being under the law and not being under the law. And even if anything he was saying there, he's saying that if you are no more under the law, if you're saved by Christ, then you are no more under the law. So you are not bound, okay? God is too loving to expect you to suffer for life, or to be living with someone and be hating them and be bitter towards them and be wishing them dead. Like, this happens for real. They'll be wishing spouse dead. What fruits as a Christian are we now bearing if you're hating someone, when only you, when it's in you that anger will be found, bitterness will be found, hatred will be found? Are those good fruits for a Christian? Okay, please. The main thing is that let's protect these children. It is not fair on them. Some of them are actually, even as teenagers, acting out because of all this. It's not fair, okay? Please, that's just what I came to tell you. And I want us to learn from that. Please avoid situations that will make you to confront each other in front of the children. If you have decided to stay with each other, best wishes for you. I cannot judge you. I am not. How can I even judge you? I can't even say I'm not. It's not my place to tell you to stay or to leave. But please protect those children. Don't let them witness it. It's not fair on them. Okay? Thank you. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Thank you. Bye.